Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. And if you're dropping by for the first time, my name is Paul, and this is I'm a self-taught pianist, and it's something I've been teaching myself since I was a young age. Maybe not very young, maybe between elementary school or middle school. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about address a few questions that some of the viewers have had. Was how did I teach myself piano? And I can go through that and just try to break down certain things that I've did, and maybe it'll help you guys. I hope this video will help anyone out there who wants to learn piano on their own. My disclaimer is I'm not a classical pianist. Well, I'm not a professional one. I did go to college eventually. I self-taught myself all the way until I got accepted to a college music school, and then I was a piano performance major for maybe about a year before I had to switch careers into the healthcare field. So since then, I've not touched a piano since 2006, 2007. Aside from finding a random piano at a hotel or a bar saloon, and just playing silly stuff here and there, but I've not seriously practiced since that time. And now I'm kind of getting back into it, and I'm trying to play it in between my work schedule. So that's pretty much where I'm at, and I've kind of made myself do this to start practicing again, no matter how busy my work schedule is. And it's really reminding me of the things I'm missing out with piano and why I was passionate about it to begin with. It was nothing my parents made me do. A lot of parents like to have their kids learn music as a good supplement to their education, which it does help their kids with certain abilities, especially when they're young. But for me, it was something I just kind of took upon myself. So in this video, I'll just go over the small things, what I've done in my timeline to learn and teach myself piano, and maybe that'll help some of you guys out there who are self-taught pianists. And if you're already at that point where you're self-teaching yourself, then you always have a very strong desire and same passion I have for piano. So I hope this helps. So the first thing I did was how I found piano was when I was at a so when I found the reason why I got interested in piano was my dad bought me a bag of toys from the thrift store. So these things, it was like Salvation Army. It's donated by another family. So on the shelf there was random assortments of bags of toys. You'll find a board game, a stuffed animal, and the bags that my dad bought for me was this very old piano. It was an electric piano that had some keys that were functional, that some that were not. I don't know the exact number of keys in that electronic piano, but it was a very small size, maybe from here to here, and it was something that I would say like about, I don't know, 20 keys. So very basic setup. I believe it was a Casio, some sort of old Casio. So I started learning on that, pressing around the keys and familiarizing myself. And some of those electronic pianos actually have a function where you can play certain songs on it. And I'll listen to those songs like, I definitely want to learn this one day. But of course, being in the package that it was, it's not original packaging. There's no booklet or sheet music for me to go off of. So I started using my ear. I remember one of the pieces was American Patrol, and it was something that I kept listening to over and over and over and trying to figure out the keys. I'm trying to match what I hear with what it was on my key. So American Patrol, and I still remember it actually, because you learn at a long age, it becomes like long-term memory. So I start hearing So I kept listening over and over. I broke down the melody, and I kept trial and error. I kept doing the trial and error until I figured it out. And then I started figuring out the left hand, and I remember it went something like. And then I just kept doing it, and it was just like long hours of trying to figure out by ear what it was. So eventually it sounded something like this. So it's kind of like, pressing trial and error and then seeing what notes sounds okay to me. Whether or not I figure it out completely with 100% accuracy, who knows? But that's how I first started out.